The stigma of being a male victim of domestic violence. Misandry is the mistreatment of men by their girlfriends or wives. It's a kind of sexism, and it's considered a hate crime in a few nations. Unfortunately, misandry isn't as prevalent as misogyny, but it does occur. Abuse does not always manifest through physical violence. It can be emotional, mental, or even financial. However, since the signs of abuse are often subtle, it can be difficult to notice them if you're not explicitly looking for them. Misandry, or the hatred of men, can be shown in various ways, such as physically hurting them, patterns of emotional manipulation, taking advantage of them economically, sexually assaulting them, and psychological damage. If you are a man facing this type of abuse from your partner, you likely feel disgraceful, powerless, and even scared. You might think there's nothing you can do to stand up for yourself or those closest to you. People in abusive relationships often find it difficult to break the cycle of violence. It is because abusers will cycle between feeling sorry and justifying their actions. If you or someone close to you is struggling to break out of an abusive relationship, seek professional help. Although it is commonly thought that only women can be abuse victims, men are also victims. 1 in 4 males will experience domestic violence at some point. Because of the stigma surrounding male violence, it is frequently underreported. Men may feel compelled to be strong and defend their families, even for their safety. They may also be concerned that no one will believe them or that they will be accused of being abusive. We need to deconstruct the barriers to silencing men's needs so that society can begin to address them. We'll begin by using the findings from our research to create education and awareness campaigns, conduct more targeted research, develop gender-neutral support programs for male domestic violence victims, and raise public attention through media coverage. We also need to offer extra assistance services for male victims of domestic abuse and implement public education initiatives highlighting the problem. Finally, we must encourage males to discuss their experiences and break the silence surrounding male sufferers of domestic abuse. According to the National Domestic Violence Hotline, 1 in 4 males will experience domestic abuse. It's a horrible statistic, and raising awareness about it is critical. Domestic abuse can happen in any relationship, regardless of gender. If you're facing domestic violence, please tell someone and get help. Support organizations like the National Domestic Violence Hotline, 1-800-799-7233, and the National Coalition Against Domestic Violence, 1-888-832-2272, are there to lend a hand. Remember, some people care about you and want to help. You are not alone in this. In conclusion, the stigma of being a male victim of domestic violence is very real. However, there is help available if you face this type of abuse. You are not alone. Some people care about you and want to help. No one deserves to be a victim of abuse, regardless of gender. If you are a man suffering from abuse, please know that help is available. Talk to a friend, family member, or professional about what is happening and take steps towards safety.